What's going on, guys? I'm Endless Win. Welcome back to Season 1, Episode number 50 of the Minecraft Feed the Beast single player series where I'm playing on the Direwolf 20 pack. 1.6.4. So, I'm in a good mood. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a real good mood. Been playing some Destiny beta. It's over now, but I have a little bit more than a month to look forward to till I start playing that. I built a bunch of stuff. When we left off, I think I maybe had a hole. Went ahead and made the drill. All these recipes are real simple. I will show you, just to show you. The hardened drill is the one I made. Not too bad. You need the basic drill. Basic drill is real easy. The hardened drill is just some reinforced, and then the mesh. Coal engine, we've seen that. Torch placer, super easy. All this is real easy stuff. But I will go over it here. It uses these little tri-torches there. And it's just 3 torches. Real simple. Easy stuff. You know, any eyes here, guys, so you really don't need me to show you all this. But just in case, for any reason, if anybody just has Steve's carts, you know, here's the recipes for them. Bridge builder, real important one for what we're going to be doing. It is here. And real simple stuff, bricks, simple PCB, like I said, simple stuff. Haha. Height controller, another pretty easy one, a little bit more with a compass, simple PCP, and some 5 pieces of paper there. Liquid sensor, this one requires like a couple different buckets, but other than that, see if I can actually find it down here. The liquid sensor, advanced PCP, that's just 2 PCBs, real simple still. I went ahead and went with a large railer. I think I've always used the small railer, but I don't know what the difference is, so I did a large railer. I'm like, whatever. So you do 2 railers. Railers are real simple, all basic stuff. Some of the Steve's Carts things can be a little bit harder to do, especially when you get into the Galgadorian stuff, but this isn't anywhere near that. I might do a Galgadorian one though, just for this series, just for fun. Chunk loader for Steve's Carts specifically, a couple PCBs, reinforced metal, ender pearl, and storage. These are just the chest here. So I'll try and bring up these chests. I went ahead and went with a top chest. Real easy stuff. That's 9 of these. And there you go. And I went with the internal storage. A lot of these, if you shift over there, you know, will occupy the right and left sides if I went side chest. Not doing side chest. Top chest, it's going to occupy the top. So you couldn't do a side top chest with a solar panel, obviously. Internal doesn't really, you know, it won't occupy any sides. And I could use duplicates. In fact, I might duplicate it again. That's what the resources allow. That is, I hope, what I'm gonna use. I'd really hate to have to install more on this, but I'm gonna say, let's go back up here because I do want to grab a hopper. Just make me one of those, would you? Appreciate it. And we're going to grab a lot of coal. Well, charcoal, because we've got more of that. And come up here to our Steve's Cart bad boy. This one should take a little while. First things first, I'm the realist. Just kidding still. Engine, nice and easy. Got a minute 41 so far, not too bad. I can click these in here and they know where to go. Not too crazy about that 2-hour wait. but it is what it is. Yeah, 4 storage, so that's good. We got 1 top chest, 3 internal storage. We've got our tool. Going to be going with 1 engine. There are a few other things you could add, since this is just the minor. I'm going to leave that in there and show you. Um, we did put a advanced smelter on our other Steve cart, and you could do it on this one if you, because this guy's going to pick up log cobble. You could tell it, smelt the cobble for me, so he'll just bring back stone. I'm just going to keep it as cobble. There's also an incinerator. I don't know how to spell that. There's an incinerator, and what that does is, right there, the incinerator will just get rid of the cobble altogether. So you could put that on there if you didn't want him to get cobble. He'll stay out quite a bit longer, because he will not come back until he cannot go any further, or he runs out of inventory space. With him keeping all that cobble, he's going to come back quite often. And then there are a few other things, and I can see here if I can find it. We don't need invisibility, and we don't need any shield. There's an extreme melter. We don't need that. In fact, I'm not quite sure exactly what the extreme melter does, to be honest. Milker, if you wanted to milk your cows with the cart, there's that. Plant range extender, if you wanted to add. That's mainly for farms. I don't think that works quite for trees. There is, let me try and find it here. Color, red pigment. You can change the color of these guys. It's not that far. You want to shoot fireworks, you can. If you want to grow crops. Cages, if you want to bring villagers back, you can do that. Projectiles for defense. There's your colorizer right there. And I just am not seeing it. Basically, I'll find it in between the next break and this one, and I'll let y'all know. But basically what it does is it's like a smart mining or something along. Drill intelligence. There it is, drill intelligence. So what this does is this will go down a 5x5. So basically if this was the track, he would do 2 that way, he would do 2 that way, and he would do, 5 up, basically. So what happens is there might be a diamond here, and there'll be also a diamond here. So he will actually only get, the way we have him set up right now, he'll only get this diamond, and he won't actually get that one. If you add the drill intelligence, he will pick up those extra diamonds or anything, if it's kind of, a part of a vein of ores. I personally don't really want it, because if I go and check on these guys every so often, and I'll just go pick it up myself, get a little bit of XP, nice kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get him started. I'm going to wait 2 hours for him to finish up. I'm going to work on what I'm going to be doing, and I've debated all about where I'm going to put him, but I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is run him somewhere over here. I know I have my good armor on. Leave me alone. Probably over here. He's going to go down. I'm going to have him, that's what the height controller is. I'm going to have him go down to Y level 11. With height controller, you can tell him where you want to go. So 11 is a good area to mine. Most of y'all should know that. That's basic Minecraft stuff, but 11's a good area to go. I think if I do him far enough back, somewhere around here, he won't run into this water. I did put the liquid sensor on him, so he knows better than to mess with water and lava. But I don't want to have to readjust him. So if I do him far enough back, he'll be able to miss all that. I think this is more than enough distance if I start him here. And so what'll happen, I'll have a cargo manager set up here, and rails going that way, and rails going that way. And once he ends at the end of the rails that I decide, he'll start digging down. So I might do a little bit over here so I don't run into any of my farm stuff. I guess this would be fine because the farm only comes out to here. But I definitely don't want to mess him with anything, and he'll already be going down. But he'll go that way, and he'll get all the resources he can, or till he can't go any further, and then come back this way. He'll drop off all of his inventory that he has. I'll have him load up on some inventory, rails and torches and things like that, as well as stone, because he needs stone to make bridges. And he'll use those bridges to go over lava and water and poison and, any number of things that you can find down there. Hot springs water and things like that. Hot springs water, we need to get into that. I think we also, here in the near future, need to go to that place. What's that place called? I don't know. You use the ancient staff to get there. The Great Place or some crazy nonsense like that. We have to do that. We definitely have to do that. Alright guys, let me get some stuff set up. Wait 2 hours for this bad boy to finish, and I'll be right back. Real important, one thing you do want to do is make sure you've taught your system how to make rails. Even more important than that is you want to make sure you've taught your system how to make the parts for the rails. So I need to teach it. How am I going to... I think I have it all in bottles right now. So you definitely want to teach all these things to your system. I also need to teach him how to make ties, which I will need some more blank patterns, please. 10 should do. We're out of materials. Yay. Not out of materials, I don't think. We are just out of glass. Luckily, we know how to craft that. Alright guys, with any luck, I've done a little bit of tweaking and working and things like that, and I've taught my interface down here how to make these rails. And it's special kind of, it is a rolling machine. As long as I think, and this is me guessing, this rolling machine will always, unless you click here, it will always leave this last recipe in there. So if I tell this machine that I want some rails, and we'll just say I want 10, it should spit those in there, craft them up, and export them out. Just like that. Perfect. So it's going to say, it's crafting a bunch because I've kind of derped it up a little bit. Because I was telling it earlier to make some for me, and I didn't actually cancel out the recipe. But it did make what we wanted to make. So it's not foolproof, but it does kind of work. So perfect. So yeah, all I did, here's the recipe. This is the recipe that it would be inside the rolling machine. So I just did 3 and 3 for a total of 6. Told it would make 8. Taught it from head to toe how to make them. So now, whenever our cargo manager tells us that it needs tracks and there aren't any in the system, I won't have to worry about making more and keeping an eye out on how many I've made, because it should know exactly how to make them. Right? Right. Hopefully that works. So let me put this in here, and we'll assume it knows how to make the ties, and it knows how to make all the recipes for the ties except for the creosote oil. It knows how to make the rail bed because that's just 4 ties, and it knows how to make the track, and over yonder it knows how to make the actual rails. So with any luck, that should work and not give us any issues at all. Next thing is for our redstone furnace. We have taught it how to make stone. 1 piece of cobblestone equals 1 piece of stone. Perfect. Looks like I'm going to have to do probably another one of these. That's why, like I said, this will be lined with stuff. Still got to get around to doing the Tesseract stuff. Want to do that all in one episode, just because it's a lot of people want to know how to do that, and because a lot of people hate making Tesseracts just like I do. So that would be wonderful to just automate it. Be right back. Alright, we've got some track laid, and I need a detector rail. Hey, pig, go get me a detector rail. You have to be the worst assistant in the history of assistance. Alright guys, so let me explain a little bit of my method of my madness. With the cargo manager, you can tell this guy to turn around. So I could basically, when he gets here, I could tell him to go back that way and always go that way. The reason I'm not doing that is because I'm playing on a world that is yes, infinite, but at the same time, there's only so much that my computer can handle. As far as world generation, and before too much longer, this world starts becoming corrupt. So what I want to do is basically center point of this world is not too far from there. That's kind of why I didn't venture too far away from spawn to get here. So now the center point of the world is really here to me. So what I don't want to do is have it go a million blocks that way. I'd rather it go 500,000 blocks that way and 500,000 blocks that way. Just because if you look at the map here, I've already gone quite a bit of distance that way, and not quite as far, but some distance that way. So ideally what it's going to be doing for the most part is, for the beginning, it's going to be going through area that's already been generated. So it won't have to stress the computer out, corrupt the world too much, anything like that. So I've set it up like this, and you can set it up however you want, but the way I have it, if it's coming from this way, it's going to unload all of its inventory here, and then it's going to stock up on a bunch of stuff, and this thing's not too smart, and so it's going to be taking in some extra stuff. And so when it gets here, everything that was extra will go into its inventory. So all the inventory will again be dumped here. So when it comes this way, the inventory will be dumped here. It will stock up on a bunch of stuff, extra stuff included, and then it'll come here, and all the extra stuff that it doesn't need, it will dump, and it'll go along its way. So this will make it to where every time he goes out, he can get the max amount of resources total for us. ADD, shiny, bright. The max amount of resources total, and not have wasted trips out into the overworld of his adventures. So that's at least my method to the madness. So the next thing I need to do, he's still got a long time, trust me. I need to go ahead and start working on getting some wiring over here, so whenever he gets here, we'll be dumping out here, and we'll be putting in stuff here. Yay. Alright guys, so what I think I'm going to use, there's a couple ways to do this, and none of them are ways that I like, but I'm using these translocators. And I'm going to get a diamond nugget. I'm really low on diamonds. Don't think I need two, but we'll see. So I'm going to use this translocator and try and not derp this up, because ideally I don't want a million things going into this. These translocators work by moving items one block away, so you can't do it too far away. What I want to keep stocked is, do I want coal or charcoal? I guess I want it to keep stock charcoal. So I want it charcoal. I want rails. Let's see. Tracks is what I want. Okay. I want torches. And I want stone. This bad boy is a little bit of a beast, but we'll make him work. Things blowing up all around. So with any luck, I can get this to work, I hope. Not gonna lie, I haven't used translocators too many times. So we're gonna do that. and it's out of stone, but it knows how to make stone, so it will make stone. See, there it goes. Track, charcoal, torches. Knows how to make torches, so they'll fly in here. And what I want to do, I believe if I do that, is this how you filter? No. Yeah, I'm kind of showing a little bit of my ignorance here. So all that stuff's going to fly in. And really what I don't want is the problem I'm having now, is it's just going to keep shoving stuff in here. So I've got to figure out a way to keep it from doing that, because it's just going to keep on doing this crazy stuff. I'll be right back. Nice thing about it is if you do it the other way, it'll put it all back. Oh, maybe I did it right there. Possibly. I right-clicked on it, and I got this regulate to come up. So ideally what I want is something like that. So if I do it now, let's empty our handout and right-click that. Hopefully, it'll just send the stuff that's supposed to. That looks right. Look at that. Sweet. So it'll keep making cobblestone, or I'm sorry, stone, until it has the right amount of stuff. And so what we want to make sure is this cargo manager, when it's going to change, yeah, all parts. So hopefully I shouldn't have an excess of stuff flying into here with any luck. So now it's just a waiting game to see if all this is going to work. And we'll check real quick on how much time is left on our Steve's cart. Another hour and 15 minutes to go, guys. Alright, a little more tweaking and things like that. And hopefully, we need to not regulate that, but wonderful. Okay, so we have a stack of all four of the materials that we need. So I'll probably tweak it one more time once we get it where we want it. And we may even give it a little bit of extra resources. That way it'll only add a stack if it needs it or something like that. I don't know. But I think this is going to work out pretty well. And the great thing about this, it'll stay chunk loaded. We put the chunk loader on it, so we won't have to follow it around and baby it. The chunk loader is, with Steve's carts, I will not lie, it is very derpy. So hopefully it'll work for us. I have high hopes for it. So I guess since I've got quite a bit of time to kill, somebody needs to do something about this room. Start beautifying stuff for the next hour, I guess. Alright guys, I'm trying to do things a little bit differently here. So with any luck, I don't know, this might look kind of cool. Just maybe look a little cool. I don't know how many of these. What am I missing here? Everything. I'm missing everything. Get some gold nuggets. Alright. So these lamps, to me, they look pretty cool. I had a wrath lamp in here. Didn't think it was all that good for this room. Let's see. Yeah, I knew that wouldn't be enough light, but it's a little bit different. Kind of goes with the theme of the room a little bit better. So maybe if I just decided to do two, maybe one there. Doesn't quite get the whole room. Or I could do four. That's definitely not the center of the room, though. Come here already. I don't know, maybe one more, like, right here. Just trying it out. Alright, do we have everything? Nope. We need more bone meal. Not that. That. And we need another one of these bad boys. And we should be able to get us another lamp. Trust me, I'll worry about it a lot more once there's not much to do. Had a feeling. That's 2 away. That's 2 away. I might just do it in the corners. I don't know. I'll figure it out and I'll show you. I kind of like that better than torches, better than just about all the other stuff. There's not too many lamps, so kind of looks a little bit neater. Do you want to show y'all my mistake here? Yep, we gave it the wrong recipe. We just shift-clicked in there. We need to not do stupid things like that. What was that for? That was for these? Yeah, that'd be that one. So we'll go ahead, put that in there. Actually, we'll shift right-click it. There we go. To clear it out. And we'll get the right planks in there. Might as well go with spruce. We're not using it for anything else. What was the recipe? I need to grab some creosote oil. Creosote bottle. So if I'm not mistaken, the recipe is that, and that. Sweet. That's what we need. So of course now doing this, I need to teach it how to make spruce wood slabs and as well as spruce wood planks. So let's get some spruce wood here. So if we tell it that equals that, encode, and let's actually make it. And this equals that encode. Perfect. So now it should know all the steps. And I should be able to come back up here and it probably has fixed itself. Hopefully it's fixed itself. It obviously didn't need to make that many rails. Seems to be going along. Yeah. Luckily we have so many things, so it's nice to not have to worry about anything. I should probably go ahead and do another run just so we don't ever run out of this creosote. So we'll throw that in there. It'll fire up here. Got plenty of bottles in there. Wonderful. Alright, still got about another 45-ish minutes. Fun times. Well guys, I'm running out of time to upload this video, so I think I'm going to go ahead, wrap it up, and start editing it so y'all can get it tonight. So yeah, kind of a bummer, but first thing in the next episode, this will be ready to go, and we'll crank that one out for you. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the overworld.